Imagine waking up one morning in the year 2055, not to the gentle hum of your smart home, but to an unnerving absolute silence. The internet is gone. No messages, no calls, no news. Billions of people are disconnected in a single terrifying moment. This is not science fiction. This is the chilling future humanity may face. A digital dark age that threatens to unravel the very fabric of our civilization. The internet has become the invisible nervous system of our modern world, an intricate web of connections that underpins every facet of our existence. It connects governments, banks, hospitals, schools, satellites, and homes, forming the bedrock of global commerce, communication, and even our personal identities. We have built our entire reality upon its omnipresent foundation, forgetting its inherent fragility. This omnipresent network is more than just a convenience. It is the lifeblood of our global economy. Trillions of dollars flow through its digital arteries every second, powering stock markets, facilitating international trade, and enabling the supply chains that bring food to our tables and medicine to our pharmacies. Without it, the global financial system would seize, plunging us into an economic abyss unlike any seen before. Our critical infrastructure, from power grids to water treatment plants, is increasingly reliant on interconnected systems and remote monitoring. Smart cities, autonomous vehicles, and even our defense systems are all deeply intertwined with the internet. A sudden collapse would not merely inconvenience us, it would cripple the essential services that keep society functioning, leading to widespread chaos and unimaginable suffering. Experts warn that by 2055, a single catastrophic event could erase everything we know, plunging us into an unprecedented era of darkness. The threats are manifold, each more terrifying than the last, lurking just beneath the surface of our digital complacency. We have built a house of cards, and the winds of disaster are gathering strength. One of the most terrifying predictions involves a catastrophic solar storm, a celestial tempest powerful enough to unleash an electromagnetic pulse, EMP, across our planet. Such an event, far more potent than the 1859 Carrington event, could fry satellites in orbit, overload power grids, and permanently damage the delicate microelectronics that power our data centers and communication networks. The sun, our life giver, could become our ultimate destroyer. Imagine the sheer scale of destruction. GPS systems, essential for navigation and timing, would cease to function. Satellite internet, crucial for remote areas and global communication, would vanish. The cascading failures would bring down terrestrial networks, leaving us blind, deaf, and utterly disconnected. This isn't just a power outage. It's a complete systemic collapse, a return to a pre-industrial age enforced by cosmic wrath. Another chilling possibility is an AI-driven cyberwar, a conflict waged not with bombs and bullets, but with lines of code and autonomous algorithms. Imagine advanced artificial intelligences unleashed by nation-states or rogue actors, designed specifically to dismantle the digital infrastructure of an adversary. These digital weapons could target critical systems with surgical precision, exploiting zero-day vulnerabilities and propagating through networks at speeds no human could counter. This isn't just about data theft, it's about systemic destruction. An AI cyberwar could target the very routing protocols that direct internet traffic, corrupt DNS servers that translate web addresses, or launch sophisticated supply chain attacks that embed malicious code into the hardware and software we all rely on. The goal, to bring nations to their knees, not through physical invasion, but through total digital paralysis. Perhaps the most disturbing theory suggests a hidden kill switch, a secret backdoor or centralized control mechanism embedded deep within the very core of the global web. This isn't necessarily a single button, but rather a series of vulnerabilities or architectural dependencies that, if exploited or activated, could bring the entire network crashing down. Who would possess such power? Governments, shadowy organizations, or even the architects of the internet itself? The concept of a kill switch highlights the inherent centralization and trust issues within our seemingly decentralized network. From critical Internet exchange points, IXPs, to the handful of organizations managing root DNS servers, there are points of failure that, if compromised, could have catastrophic global consequences. The idea that someone, somewhere, holds the keys to our digital kingdom is a chilling thought, raising profound questions about control, surveillance, and ultimate power. The first hours after the Internet's collapse are pure, unadulterated chaos. The sudden silence is deafening, a stark contrast to the constant hum of digital life we've grown accustomed to. Banks shut down, their digital ledgers inaccessible, freezing all financial transactions. ATMs become useless bricks, credit cards worthless plastic. The global economy grinds to an immediate shuddering halt. Planes are grounded, their navigation systems compromised, air traffic control in disarray. Hospitals go offline, their patient records, diagnostic equipment, and communication systems failing. Emergency services are overwhelmed, unable to coordinate or respond effectively. People pour into the streets, desperate for answers, their faces etched with confusion and fear. But governments, themselves crippled by the digital blackout, remain eerily silent. The collapse spreads in waves like a virulent silence consuming the world. Communication ceases, isolating communities and nations. The news, once instantaneous, vanishes, replaced by rumor and speculation. The truth becomes a precious, unattainable commodity. Panic, a primal force, spreads faster than any disease, fueled by uncertainty and the sudden, terrifying realization of our utter dependence. Within just 24 hours, global trade is frozen. Supply chains, once meticulously orchestrated by digital networks, unravel completely. Food stops moving, fuel deliveries cease, and essential goods become scarce. Cities, once vibrant hubs of commerce and culture, begin to starve. The illusion of modern convenience shatters, revealing the brutal reality of our interconnected vulnerability. And humanity realizes a horrifying truth. Without the Internet, modern civilization cannot survive more than 7 days. This isn't hyperbole. It's a stark assessment of our systemic fragility. Beyond a week, the breakdown of essential services, the depletion of resources, and the erosion of social order would become irreversible. The digital dark age would usher in a new era of scarcity, conflict, and profound human suffering. The loss extends beyond mere convenience. It's a loss of collective memory, of shared knowledge, of identity. Our history, our culture, our scientific advancements, much of it now exists primarily in digital form. A permanent Internet collapse would be an intellectual catastrophe, erasing vast swaths of human achievement and leaving future generations to rebuild from a fragmented, incomplete past. As the world descends into disarray, whispers grow louder. Was this an accident, a cosmic fluke, or a deliberate act of control? Fingers point at corporations, at secret governments, at rival nations, even at artificial intelligence itself, now perhaps a malevolent entity beyond our comprehension. The search for blame becomes a desperate attempt to understand, to find meaning in the unfolding catastrophe. But one question dominates all others, a desperate plea echoing through the silence. Who has the power to turn the world back on? Who holds the keys to our digital resurrection? And if such a power exists, what price would humanity pay for its restoration? The Internet, once a symbol of freedom and connection, becomes the ultimate weapon, its absence a tool of absolute control. This is not just a story about technology. It is a stark warning about our hubris, our complacency, and our profound vulnerability. It is a story about control, about the unseen forces that govern our lives, and about the precipice upon which modern civilization teeters. The digital apocalypse is not a distant fantasy. It is a plausible, terrifying future that demands our immediate attention and preparedness. When the year 2055 arrives and the digital silence descends, will you be ready to live without the internet? Will you have the skills, the resources, and the resilience to navigate a world stripped bare of its digital comforts? Or will you be just another casualty of the great unraveling? This is your wake-up call. The time for complacency is over. We must understand the vulnerabilities of our interconnected world, advocate for resilient infrastructure, and cultivate the skills necessary for survival in a post-digital age. Learn basic survival skills, understand off-grid communication, and build local community networks. Don't wait for the silence to descend. Subscribe to our channel now, because tomorrow's news may come too late. Share this message with everyone you know. The future of humanity depends on our collective awareness and preparedness. Let this be your warning. Let this be your call to action. The digital dark age is coming. Will you be ready?